guys, it's 2024. Finally.
What was that?
I was trying to do Boondog's voice.
What? Who is Boondogs?
Oh God. Okay, let's be serious.
Okay.
What's the correct thing?
Happy New Year. Is the correct
No,
name.
Bulldogs. I mean Boondogs.
Who's Boondogs?
That's animation of those two boys that have locks on their hair.
It's just one that has locks.
Those two boys. No, what's the name of the team?
Boondogs.
So why did I say what's Boondocks?
I was
Making me to feel like I don't know book.
How is Boondogs in this conversation right
Because
now?
their voice is deep. So I was trying to do deep voice.
No, their voice is not deep.
Their voice is deep. I know it's a woman that played their voice, but the voice sounds deep for a child. I'm actually really excited for 2024.
Really?
Yeah, really, really excited. 2023 was full of like a lot of shockers, a lot of things to be grateful for, a lot of things that did not happen. I remember the video that you posted on your Ozzy Momo page. That I was at work when I saw the video, and I was like, wow, like obviously like, it's something I know, but just hearing you say it again, I was just like, oh, it's true. A lot of things that I thought would happen in 2024 didn't. But 2023. My God, I'm alone. I'm already living in the future. Excuse me. Anyway, a lot of things I thought would happen in 2023 didn't. But there's still so much to be grateful for.
Yeah.
Like in spite of all that, there's still like if I actually take what's the word? Record of my entire life, like from January until December. Wow. Like I remember one day I said that Ozzy and I were doing like morning devotion. So we're like, oh, what things are you grateful for in 2023? That was the last day. That was the 31st because I was working night shifts. So in the morning we're doing morning devotion together and stuff. And then I started going from January, February. I thought Ozzy was frustrated. Why?
I was.
I must see those people that go to church and they're like, praise the Lord. Pastor's like 2 minutes, but then they start singing first. That was me. I gave testimony.
When after they finish singing, I said, when I was 5 years.
That's it. That was me. I started from January, all the things happened January, February, March, everything. And wow. Like looking back, I was just like, wow. I was so grateful. I mean, the thing I'm most grateful for that happened at the end of the year, aside the fact that we are even alive to see the end of the year, 2024, was this podcast.
Yeah.
Like actually the exponential growth that this podcast has experienced. What about you?
So I remember from that video I posted, the question I left at the end, the question I left for people to comment was, what was the biggest lesson from 2023? And one of our friends, Anselm, he messaged me because he was replying it on WhatsApp, and he said his biggest lesson for the year is gratitude. That he was so blown away. For him, I'm just paraphrasing now, that he has health and he's alive. And that this year made him not take that for granted. And that every day when he wakes up and he's able to move now is a plus for him. And it was just so profound the way he described it, and he said it honestly. There's really so much to be grateful for in our lives. There's like, when I look back on 2023, a lot happened. Like a lot of transitions.
A lot happened in 2023, my God.
And at the end of it, with the highs, literally like that song, highs and lows, with the highs and lows, but it just like at the end of the year, I just got to the point to say, wow, there's really so much to be thankful for, both the things that we were hoping that would have happened or the things that God just made come true. All of them put together made the year such an amazing year.
So my biggest lesson of 2023 was just that life is more than things. I think that was a conversation I was having with Ozzy a lot. The world nowadays has become so materialistic that we don't see the importance of family relationships, friends, having a purpose, something that drives you, that keeps you going. And yeah, last year just showed me that I should focus more on what is important and leave things. I'm not really one that really is that keen on like material things anyway, but still I can get so engrossed in doing that I forget to build relationships and spend time with people and have conversations and actually ask myself what God would have me do in every situation. So I guess I that's one lesson I took from 2023. And I'm hoping to do better with in 2024. That life is more than things. Life is more than getting. Life is more than the hustle. It's important to have something that drives you. It's important to have a purpose. And most importantly, relationships. You and my family and my friends. Yeah, that is what is most important to me. I
Oh,
saw a lot of videos and posts over the end of the year and even over the year in 2023 of a lot of obituaries and people that are really young. I remember there's something that Ozzy told me one day that just changed my mentality. But he said that you know how they post and they say like gone too soon, like, and he would say, "What exactly is too soon? Like, how do you know that you were supposed to live 90 years, or how do you know you're supposed to live 80 years, or how do you know you're not supposed to die at 26 or something?" And that made me to appreciate life more. Like, I realized that actually I don't know. Nobody knows really. None
mm,
of us know how long we have to be here. I don't know if I'm gonna get to 50. I don't know if I'm gonna get to 90. I don't know if I mean I'm no longer 26. I'm older now, but I don't know when is the end of my life. And obviously, if it's too soon, they're gonna write gone too soon. But is it really? Maybe that was just the time, and then it made me to appreciate time more and to want to be more intentional with and deliberate with my time and my relationships and to do my best with life. I
yeah.
think that's something that I just spoke to Ozzy this morning lengthily about, and we'll talk about when we start talking about our plans for 2024. But to just wake up every day and decide that I want to do my best, not just be average, not just get by, but to live every day. I know it's very cliche. Live every day like I don't know when the future is gonna end, like if there's
Mm.
even gonna be a future.
You know,
So yeah.
the psalm, and this is kind of what Anselm was hinting on in that message where he said we have sometimes we get so comfortable with life that we forget that it's really frail.
Yeah.
And it just ties in with that Psalm 90 verse 12. Psalm it just ties in with that Psalm 90 verse 12 that says, "Teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom." And every time I used to have that in my bio on
Bio.
Instagram, and just thinking about that, life here is. I know it's a new year, and it's crazy that this is what we're talking about,
At
but
the beginning of the year. Wow, Dr. Sanozi.
no, but
Very
it's true.
motivational and inspirational.
But it's true. Thinking about how life is frail, we have no real control about breath, health, any of those things. So waking up every day, being really grateful for the day, and actively giving the best you have that day. Because if at the end of if that day happens to be the end of your life, then
Yeah.
what would it be?
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow, such a great start.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, from laughing to this, but yeah, I guess it's just
It's
a wake
needed.
up call. Yeah,
It's good
it's
to
a
think
wake up
about it
call to
into the
say,
year.
yeah, it's a wake up call to say we need to just wake up to the reality that life is fickle, life is frail. We need to be more intentional with
Yeah,
life
yeah.
and do the best we can while we're here. You know.
When I was making that video yesterday that I posted, I remember just having this sense. I was saying that I didn't get to do music enough. I didn't get to do many of the things I want to. And the completion of the video that I caught out is that, but I'm very sure this year I will.
Mm.
I'm more sure about that than anything that as long as there is air in my lungs by God's grace, um I have learned my lessons from last year. The lessons
There
to
will still
know,
be new lessons to learn, but
yeah,
you're carrying
the
over.
lessons I've learned from last year about not trusting in those things to give me identity. I've learned them. I'm well aware now. But this year is a different year. This year,
What's it? My leg is paining me. Leave me alone. All right. So we've spoken about last year. We've spoken about the lessons that we learned. We've spoken about gratitude and a lot of things that happened and things that did not happen. So this year we're going into it with a banger.
Mm.
So what are the that's it. So what are your plans for this year and what are the things that you hope to achieve this
This
year?
year I wanna do my best.
So right? So I wanted to be, I wanted to like encompass your entire life, like personally, like your life personally. What do you want to achieve with your life, and then in other relationships, what do you want to achieve?
All right, so to start off, I am starting the year off with a challenge.
Mm.
It's a 90-day challenge, and it's so crazy. But this is day two, and it's been good so far. It's called Exodus 90. For 90 days, Christian men have decided to separate themselves from lots of the distractions they have and move towards God. So a lot of guys from our church and a lot of guys from over 10,000 guys are actively participating in the Exodus 90. So you can honestly be praying for us too.
I'm
So,
so proud of you, honestly.
oh, oh.
I am.
So to start off and if you want to know more about it, you can text me or you can comment about it and I can share with you some of the details of it. But there are some parts of the challenge that are not so hard for me, but there are others that I'm just like, so just personally, I guess this year, actively wanting to be more focused, more diligent, and a good steward of my time. If anybody knows me, I used filmmaking as an excuse to fail my addiction to, to watching TV. So learning to take a step back from that and actively give my brain space to create more. I want to write more songs this year, and I want to do more poetry this year than I did. Um, Many people don't know this, but I before before the filming and everything, I used to be a writer
A really
and
good one, actually.
and musician. I want to pursue music actively. Started playing drums when I was like 3 or 4. If you ask my mother, I'm serious.
Wow.
If you ask my mother, I remember when I was saying, "Oh, I started playing by 6." She's like, "No, by 4. You were already breaking my buckets." So,
Nice.
so pursue music and just I think personally another deep thing is to have a deeper sense of closeness to God, to really pursue God more this year than I did last year. Spend more time actively studying, and I guess this challenge is really helping with that. Is you have to set times to do specific things, and there is a proper structure. There is accountability where every day you have to check in with somebody called your uncle, and every week there's going to be like a guys gathering where we would all have to discuss about how the week has been. So that is amazing. And so that's for me personally. And relationally, I would, of course, that will flow into every other thing. I would have more time to spend with you. Thankfully, you two, yeah, also you're going to have more time this year by God's grace. And so we get to spend more time this year. In fact, this month, January, I'm going to stop being lazy and take my driving test.
Yes, Lord. This is the reason why we don't have a car yet, Lord. Do it for us.
I've just been pushing back the test because I've not just had the focus to study, but taking the driver's test so that we can finally buy our car. If you live here in Cornwall or in just the southwest of England, you know that it's so hard to get around without having a car. And if not for anything, this winter has shown us that you cannot trust the weather.
Ha.
Before we can get
Today
away,
the wind almost carry me go where I don't know.
you can get away with walking around in like the summer and all that, but it's always raining. It's
The
always
winter is
raining.
really horrible.
So and you can't trust the buses. So yeah, I think it's time. So actively,
It's way, way past time.
yeah, actively pursuing that is also part of the early year plans.
Good.
um I don't know what again is there. I mean, you as time progresses, we'll be unveiling more, and I wouldn't be as active because before I wasn't really active, but now I think my biggest focus this year would be the Mama's Corner, at least for the first 3 months, and my was your Momo Instagram where I post Christian content. The other Instagram, not so much. I'll be there once in a while, but because of the challenge, I can't actively be online. So I have to give my time to these ones because
work.
I really want to. I want to do more with my Christian channel, and of course, I enjoy having conversations with you every time. So
That's really good.
all right.
Yay!
What about you?
All right, so I used to be one of those people that used to cringe and say New Year resolution and like plans for the New Year and everything. So I never really made a lot of New Year plans.
New year, new me. Same me though.
Wow. So yeah. So coming into this year just feels very different for me, honestly. Like I have not made a New Year's resolution in a long time. So, but 2024, I have so many New Year's resolutions.
Everything delivered fresh
That was like
from nature God.
I was like, no, don't make me laugh again. so yeah. I was telling Ozzy this morning that I feel like a lot of my life has just been very average. Like I've been doing very.
It hasn't been, baby.
Oh, thank you.
No, really, it hasn't been. But I get what you mean. In some, you say a lot. Some aspects of your life,
I feel like
you haven't
like
put
the whole
in your
of my
best.
life, honestly.
No, I mean,
I don't mean like all my life I've not put in my best. I mean like right now,
Recent.
all aspects of my life, I don't feel like I'm putting in my best.
Okay.
That's the
better phrase.
That's the better way to put it. I don't mean like all my life I've never put. No, how did I get here? How about God has made me? I mean like different on all the aspects of my life. Recently, I've not felt like I've been putting in my best. I've just been doing the most average, like
the bare minimum.
The bare minimum. Yeah, with work, with my personal life, with my relationships, with you, with my family, with friends. I've not been putting in a lot of effort, honestly, and I think that's one thing I want to change this year. I got away with the excuse last year of I'm exhausted. I work 3 days, 4 days a week, and it's 12 and a half hours, and I get home and I'm just tired. I just want to sleep, and I had that excuse last year all through. And it's fueled. In the beginning, it was honest, and it was like, yes, truly, I am tired. But then I got so into it, and I got so used to on my days off, I just sleep and I will not talk to anybody. Then that became my life. So even days that I'm off and I'm not as tired as I usually am, I wouldn't still talk to anybody. I would just rather be by myself or be on the bed. I wouldn't
watch K-drama.
Like cook. I wouldn't do my laundry because Ozzy is there. I was just so relaxed about life. Honestly, like I've just been doing the barest minimum like since you came, and I want to change that this year. God being so faithful, this coming year I'm changing my word. So yeah, I absolutely love the word I was working on. If you have been following me for a while with my nursing career, you would know that I was a neurology nurse. So I worked on neurology ward, but now I'm going to be moving into post-operative care. Yeah. So
wow, I know it.
more of the surgical field, and I'm so excited about that because that's something I want to really really do. Like in the future, I want to go into anesthetic nursing and stuff. So I'm really excited to start my career in this aspect. It helps also that it's not as tasking as being on the neurology ward, because on the neurology ward you would have like 10 patients to one nurse or something, but on this ward you have 1-to-1 until the patient is stable enough to go to the ward. So it's like you have more time with your patient. You can give more focus to the patient, and there are lots of trainings to do. So that aspect of building my career, I know that it's gonna go exponentially this year. It's also helpful that I'm not going to be as exhausted when I get back home. Like I can still have time and energy to spend time with Ozzy, to do my laundry, to help assist with the cooking, assist with the cleaning, call my family, and go on more dates this year. Like so I'm really really excited about that. Anyway, so to move from just doing the barest minimum, to move from just being average to being my best, I gave myself, I wrote down a list of how will my best look like, how will doing my best look like. And I divided my life into, I told you this morning, I divided my life into 3 aspects. So my body, mind and soul. I don't know if it made sense, but I don't know if it made sense to me. So with my body, I'm very, very lazy when it comes to going to the gym. The funniest part is that I paid for a 1-year subscription at the gym, but that's not just been wasting away.
Every month
they're taking my money, but he's just wasting away. I'm at home. I don't go to the gym. To be fair, my work was just too exhausting to let me go to the gym. I just sleep on my days off. But now I don't really have an excuse. I have more time at work. I'm not going to be as exhausted. Um, so it's still the same hours though, but it's just, you're not going to be as physically exhausted as you would be. Anyway, so I want to go back to the gym and actually start using my gym membership. Take care of my body better. I want to start eating better. Ozzy always complains about how I eat. I don't eat well. Like I have days where I would starve and then days where I would eat too much. Like right now, I am literally putting my legs out because I'm so uncomfortable because I ate too much. I'm like, my trousers literally digging into my tummy and I'm so full. So yeah, I have days like that. It's just like two extremes. I remember I woke up this morning because I worked a night shift yesterday. I got back home this morning. I had oats and bread. I woke up. I had pounded yam and legacy soup. Later again, I was hungry. I had salad. There's something else. Oh no. I had oats and bread, and then I woke up. I had bread and eggs, and then after bread and eggs, I slept for like 2 hours. I woke up again, I had pounded yam and legacy soup. Then I slept. I woke up again. Then I had salad, macaroni salad. So there are days like this where I just eat, and there are also days where I just starve. So I want to do better with eating. For my vlog, you saw that we got like some cookbooks, like the baking book and the cooking book. So hopefully we can have more recipes that will be exciting that we can try out, healthier options also. That would be nice. Yeah, I'll be taking care of my hair, my skin. I mean, I've been doing my best with my skin lately, which I'm really excited about. It was a really big deal for me. Also, I have a video about my skincare journey and stuff. So I want to do better with that this year. I want to do better with my hair. I want to try again with locking my hair again for the millionth time with locking my hair, and hopefully this time it sticks. Yeah. So for my mind, I already spoke about it a little with my career advancement and more opportunities, putting myself out there to learn more. One thing I always give accolades to the NHS about is just the free classes that we get, the free learning opportunities that we have. So I'm going to take advantage of that this year more, even though I always did in the past, but now I'm going to take advantage of it more to get more courses done and just really, really build my career, learn more things. Like I know how to do a lot of things, but I know how to do a lot of things in like as average, mediocre.
Yeah.
I know how to make hair, but it's like not the best. I know how to play the guitar. It's not the best. I know how to play the keyboard. It's really, really not the best. I know how to bake. It's not the best. I know how to cook. It's not the best. Like a lot of things are just like, you're getting by. I want to do better with that this year. Just to improve. Maybe not to be the best of the best, but at least to get better and just to keep improving. And finally, with my soul, I decided to put soul as my relationships, and that stemmed from like God. Most importantly, I realized that I was not spending enough time. Again, I was doing average, the barest minimum. Okay, I pray in the morning, I do my devotion, and throughout the day, when I remember, I just say, God, thank you, and just pray. When I get on the shift and I feel like, this is really exhausting and I'm feeling stressed, I'll pray. This kind of thing, just looking for little pockets, but it just didn't feel like I was putting in as much effort into building my relationship with God, into spending time studying the Word and in fellowship with the Holy Spirit, and meditating, just being more proactive in my time with God. So I want to like take that more seriously. Hopefully, I have more conversations with Ozzy about theology and get more interested.
If you remember, this is the video that made us blow. Can we just be Christians?
And I genuinely meant it, but now I want to be more. I want to do more.
Hallelujah!
Like testimony time.
We're not just going to be
We
Christians.
shall find out at the end of the year. We shall find out. It's only talk by now. It's only talk.
It's exciting.
It's only talk.
Sorry, before you continue, do you know this? It was so funny when I went to the gym this morning. All the people that have not been seen.
We go full gym.
Do you know,
I will join them. Don't worry.
do you know it was so
This
funny?
beginning of the month.
Because every time when I'm
This
at,
January.
every time, like I always go around that period where I know like it's going to be like 2-3 people,
There's people
4.
be at work.
Because everybody, guy, I enter gym. I say, God,
We go plenty for gym.
where are all these people
Don't
coming
worry.
from?
I give us 2
Because-
weeks.
because-
I put us in the same category because I know us. We know ourselves. Hopefully we can push through till May.
At least me, I'm grateful that I'm not in that us category.
you're not,
I'm
you're not.
always
You're
going to
not.
the
You go to the
gym.
gym.
But
It's people like us. We know ourselves. Every January we go to the gym.
I remember
And then by like second or third week we are out.
I was so shocked. Like then obviously I started seeing a lot of the the gym attendants were taking a lot of people around and showing them how to use the machine. I'm just like, New Year resolution, what?
New Year, new me. New Year, new me.
Same me though.
I'm getting that body. Anyway, yeah.
And sorry, continue. I just want to
yeah. So, yeah, and then my relationship with God will stem into my relationship with Ozzy, and just doing better relationships, doing better with the way I talk to you, being kinder with my words, with my actions, spending more time with you, yeah, appreciating you more for like even the little things, and just making more memories. Really, I realized that we haven't made a lot of memories, and although I felt like 2023 for us was a lot of like setting foundation,
Yeah.
because it was a huge
Things.
transition for us.
Yeah, a lot of
we
things.
got married the year before, we started living together. It was just a lot of things.
We got married the year before.
Why did you just allow things to pass?
Yeah, okay, sorry. We'll move forward.
You are the one that will tell people at the end of the day what really happened. And the day we tell people what really happened, you're the one that will tell the story. Because they're always just let it pass. Nobody would have noticed.
Okay.
Anyway.
Sorry.
So yeah, we started living together. We was started getting a lot of jobs. It was a lot of things happening, so we couldn't really make a lot of memories. We're just trying to get our foundations right, trying to get savings, trying to see what we can invest in. So it was just a lot of building in 2023. But 2024, I feel like I want us to make more memories, do more traveling, just like really, really spend time together, you know, because as I said, we don't know how long we have. So it's just to be more intentional with the time that we have, not to sound morbid and say, oh my God, but yeah, just really appreciate the time we have together. And then that will stem into my family. And we're not really, the Boros family, we're not really big on like mushy things, if I'm being honest. Ozzy's family is so different from mine. They're very, very mushy and close, and they always talk all the time on video calls. My family is not really like that. We are very, very independent. We don't spend a lot of time talking. We would text each other on our group chat and be like, oh my God, congratulations on this. Oh, are you okay? Or stuff like that. And we'll check up on each other once in a while, but it's not like as often. But I want to do better with that this year. Check on my parents more, check on my siblings more, and just like have more conversations with them, just get to know what's actually happening in their lives. My friends also, although I really have the most amazing friends, if I'm being honest, they are so understanding, and they also have busy lives. So everybody's not really putting anybody down to say, oh my God, you're not having time for me. It's just really, really just
But
calm.
just putting in more effort.
Just calm vibes, but just putting in more effort really to spend time with them, and even to build new relationships also.
It was so funny when you said, so one of your closest friends yesterday, when you said that I'm closer to her than
why you say one of my closest friends? You can say it's my baby girl, Jo. So Jo and I are like best friends. And we talk all the time, like we text all the time and just check up on each other. Are you okay? Are you okay? I love you too. Kind of thing. We send each other memes all the time. But you see phone call, Jo and I, really. But Ozzy and Jo are always talking on the phone for hours.
I mean, it helps that we led the church together, so
yeah,
we have a lot more.
And I feel like it's also because you don't like text, you rather call. I mean, I don't like calls, I rather text.
See, so, let me just
everybody else does
when I reply you with text, I do because my heart, like I genuinely. But to me, let's just talk.
Me, if you call me, I'm gonna watch that phone ring.
Let's just talk, and then after we talk, we know that used to be my something that used to make me anxious, like the fact that text doesn't used to end. Do you understand?
But we are just opposite. We're finding out another new thing. We're just opposite. Me.
Do you know?
Calls make me anxious.
No. Do you know why? Because when I'm texting, right? When we are texting, especially with instant messenger like WhatsApp or something, I find it always so awkward when the conversation ends, because there's always a part of me that wants to keep the conversation going. But you see, call is we can talk and then we say ngwanu bye.
Hey,
and bye. Do you know that
is not me.
That's why I like
that. Is not me.
That's why I like your father. Okay, bye.
My dad doesn't have time to waste. He just calls you. He goes straight to the point. He finishes. Okay, bye. Immediately end the call. What's that?
I'm like, because now look, we have spoken. The point has been passed across. And again, another thing that makes me worried about texting, I know we're gearing up, course, is that with texting, you can't really perceive the tone of what the person is saying. So sometimes you can easily be misconstrued for saying something that you're not. But if we are talking, at least
misconstrue me. You want to misconstrue me because I cannot. I will not pick that on. I'm sorry. Misconstrue, please.
Anyway, let's not digress. I continue what
Yeah,
you're saying.
I don't like cause they give me so much anxiety. I remember I used to have issues so many issues with people in the past because they just like they would call me and sometimes I would not pick or I would text back instead of calling and stuff, and people used to get so frustrated. But honestly, it caused serious anxiety for me. I would just rather text, and I love the fact that the friends I have now understand that. Like they'll send me voice notes, they will send me text, but they will not stress me call. If it's a call, they'll say, "Can I call you? Like, are you okay to?" Like that's one thing John does till now, and Mimi does till now. They'll text me and say, "Oh, do you want?"
Yeah, I mean, of
Can I
course
call
you do that.
because yeah,
too.
you understand that this person is not okay with like it's not so comfortable. with calls.
Even me, people used to still do that, and I used to still do that with "Can I call you?" Even me that love the call.
That's okay.
I will not just call you like that. I mean, there are
When
some
my
people.
siblings do that, can I call you?
There are some people that there are some
Good
people
job.
there are some people that I don't like. You have crossed the line of you can always call me whenever.
Oh, like you now. You want to say, can I call you? It's like you're not okay. Call me, Jared.
Anyway, we're moving off the pause. Let's come back into
Yeah.
topic.
So those are some of the plans I have for the new year, and obviously for our YouTube channel. We said at the beginning of this that we're going to be having guests over, and yes, we're finally going to start having the guests over, and I'm really excited about that part because I felt like I wanted us to build the foundation with telling our story, with then how we actually got here,
And
and we've
getting it
achieved that.
dynamic, yeah.
We've achieved that. We built it from getting to know how we got together and how we got engaged and got married to you coming to the UK, to your experience in the UK, and like we built on that our married life, and then the vlog ended it. So we've ended that aspect, and now it's time to actually start getting the advice that we need,
Yeah.
that we came here for in the first place, from other couples and couples that are more experienced than we are. So I'm so excited about starting that finally.
And you know, if you remember the first video we made, we said that we have a name for it, but we're just going to keep the name to ourselves because we didn't want anyone to steal it. But now that we're going to start it this year, I think that's the plan. We can gradually, no, not gradually, we can happily inform you that the new segment of the Momo's Corner where we'll be having interviews is what's it called?
Just married.
Help.
Yeah.
I think
Like the help supposed to be like help kind of thing.
Yeah.
But also did not get the help properly. But yeah, that's
Wow,
it.
wow.
You're supposed to get the reaction help. Like it's not like help. It's like help. Like kind of thing.
I mean, I really like that name. You know, when we said the doctor said I'm the one that came up with the Momo's Corner. This one is me that came up with it.
He's the brains. Here's
Yes.
the brains.
Thank you. Can I get my accolades? Because I just, and lots of times when people start off YouTube, especially couples, this is the first thing we even said in our very first video, that we are not here to give advice. We're just newbies trying to learn how to, I think even if you read our Instagram tag, you see what we wrote. We're just navigating what it means to be married, and now we're actively pursuing that help that we're looking for.
Yeah. Sorry.
And I need to give credit to the inspiration that birthed this idea. I think it was roughly 9 years ago. Actually, I watched a whole series on YouTube called One Flesh. It was by the Hamiltons. You can check them out. It's so old, but I think as at that time watching this series and the conversations they had with other couples on that playlist they had really helped me see marriage in a very different light. And I think even till today, whenever we're having conversations or difficulties or arguments or just the expectations I came into marriage with, that show or playlist or whatever really shaped, whichever English you decide to use, it really helped me to have a positive look or a moderate look on what marriage is, because on there they had interviews with people who have been married for years, and I think one of the couples, the guy was not a Christian and the lady was, and the struggles they had, how they almost got divorced severally. I mean, they don't try to sugarcoat or give a fairy like description of what marriage is. They were talking about their hardship, things they had to go through, and I found that really encouraging. You know, people don't have that much. This online you mostly see the cute Instagram reels of the vacations and all those things. And I know there are a lot of couples that are doing. I haven't seen much, but I know that there are couples that are doing that. So we wanted to be one other voice to that.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about a lot of things. We'll be asking a lot of questions. Like there is no boundary to the amount of questions that we plan to ask. And if you guys have questions too
You
that you
can
would like to
send it,
know,
yeah.
definitely leave it in the comment section. Send it to our DMs. We'll ask on your behalf. Ozzy and I did not get. We got a lot of marriage counseling, but not a lot also
Yeah.
before marriage. So we want to use it as marriage counseling. We're going to do marriage counseling, but we're like, how about we bring people along on our marriage counseling and ask questions? We're going to be asking questions about conflicts resolution. We're going to be asking like, what is the secret to being married for like so many years? Both our parents are still together and they've been married for at least 30 something years. My parents have been married for 34 years, I think. Or
yeah, same.
It's same for you. So yeah, we're going to be asking.
I mean, I'm the last born and I'm almost 30.
Yeah, so you know. So yeah,
and my dad is
we're going to be
70.
asking like what the secret is to having that kind of long marriage.
Yeah, how to deal with finances, how to deal like just
when
stuff.
children are involved, then like you have to take care of children and interracial couples also.
We're just if you think about it, we're going to have every single person.
That's it. Anything and everything.
We are going to have, and again, I wanted to mention this because I was thinking about it. There are some people that we would have on that you may not be able to relate with them culturally, and that would be their own experience. I mean, but it's going to be like that for every single marriage. But the things that they would still say about marriage would be applicable to.
Yeah, it would still be something you can learn from.
So I'm excited about it.
I'm excited. God, I'm excited because it's been like, well, we've been together, we've been married for like over a year, and it's like, we've learned so many things, but now we have an opportunity to even learn more. Yeah. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited about that. Anyway, so yeah, thank you so much. That is how our 2023 was and the plans we have for 2024.
Yeah. So let us know your plans for 2024, how your 2023 was, what was your biggest lesson, and don't forget to smash that like button
and subscribe. Hit the bell.
Hit that notification button. Okay, just do the
and comment.
And thank you for all your support, really.
And share to the public.
What are you doing?
Thank you.
All right, bye.